latest transfer news from the world of football. Massive news involving Arsenal, Man City and Liverpool. Congratulations first to Arsenal. Bruno Guimaraes' deal from Newcastle to Arsenal is a done deal. Newcastle and Arsenal have reached an agreement for Arsenal to sign Bruno Guimaraes for the sum of 75 million euro in total payment, and within the next 24 hours Bruno Guimaraes will be heading to Arsenal for his medical. So congratulations to Newcastle, congratulations to Bruno, and congratulations to Arsenal. They have obtained, or they've signed, a warrior, a champion indeed. The Brazilian is known to be one of the best midfielders in the EPL from last season till date. Even from his exploit at the World Cup, it shows that Arsenal are having a good addition to the squad. That's what it feels to be a champion. Then on the report reaching me from the transfer between Liverpool and PSG, that is the transfer of Barcola from to Liverpool, PSG to Liverpool. The report reaching me says Liverpool have not had a club-to-club contact with PSG, so everything is a speculation plus Liverpool holding up an interest, but they have not approached PSG at all. Although PSG value him for 130 or thereabout, 130 million euros and above. That is about Liverpool. Then Manchester City have approached Chelsea to sign Pedro Neto for 70 million pounds. Report has it that Manchester City are interested, holding up a high interest in Pedro Neto, and they have offered a sum of 70 million euro, 70 million pounds or thereabout for the signing of Pedro Neto from Chelsea. Then the most interesting and the most important, the biggest transfer situation as far as this summer transfer season is concerned, is the news of Vinicius. Everyone is waiting, and I can tell you from reliable sources as of today that Arsenal's stake is getting higher by the day. The chances of Arsenal signing Vinicius Junior, the Brazilian, it's increasing on a daily basis. It is now about 50% certain that Arsenal will sign Vinicius Junior. Now, here are my reasons. In the next few hours, the Brazilian will be having a contract meeting with Real Madrid. And according to the source, Real Madrid are not going. Their last offer for Vinicius Junior is the highest they can go. They are not topping it, and Vinicius still demands for a higher package. He demands for a higher negotiation. And by this, it's only safe to say that there will be no contract renewal, because what Arsenal they are offering is even more than his current wage package. The guy collects around 400 or thereabout per week, 400,000 pounds or thereabout per week, but Arsenal are offering him more than that. And I heard also that Arsenal may be ready to give him the full right over his image right, the full control over his image right. At Real Madrid, he doesn't even have up to 50% right, but here they will be giving him 100% right. You know what it means? So the player is just waiting to seal the Real Madrid side. Now, I think this is the piece needed, that Arsenal needed rather, to complete that winning of Champions League. With Vinicius in their rank, they will definitely, or they are most likely going to succeed. But that is a story for another day. So the report is Vinicius Junior to Arsenal is increasingly, the stake is increasingly high, and Arsenal are more optimistic than ever. They are a step closer than it was before to sign Vinicius Junior, because Real Madrid are not stepping up what they feel it will be too high for them to pay, and Arsenal are ready to go all out, are ready to pay the release clause, and they are ready to offer him a higher contract. Meaning, or it's safe to say from my end, that Arsenal are going to sign Vinicius Junior. You might think it's blab, but Arsenal fan, you can start to rejoice. I can tell you categorically that your board, your coach and everyone in the dressing room are already optimistic and they are rejoicing already over the contract situation with Real Madrid. So the Brazilian is 50% sure for the now. Now, which of these transfer news interest you? Which of these transfer news excite you? And which of them do you want to see happen? Which of them will you be angry at, whether it's your club or it's not your club, that you don't want to see happen? Please tell us in the comment section. Just know that the next season is going to be the bomb.